You won't believe this. Danny handed me over to her friend's vicar, and guess what? Chloe's got cancer. It sounds like a bad soap opera plot, but humans wouldn't let a dog into the hospital. I never realized I'd end up being fostered at a mechanic shop by Danny's friend. I thought of escaping, hunting like ancestors, but trusted Danny. She'd surely come back. Sure enough, Danny showed up at the mechanic's, and I was excited to go home, but as soon as I got there, I realized Chloe was nowhere to be found, which means her condition was serious. Danny tried not to show sadness in front of Jai, but I could see her true feelings. She mentioned Chloe constantly while playing house. It was like a riveting. Clearly, Jai missed her mom dearly. Sometimes she'd stay at Chloe's parents' place for a while. Each time, Danny would stay at the hospital late. She'd come home and sit there like a stone statue, so I had to drag her out for a run to shake off those. But the good news, the doctor finally agreed to let Chloe come home, just not to our home. She was sent to Chloe's parents' place because they had a full-time caregiver. When I saw Chloe, I nearly didn't recognize her. She was as skinny as a sheet of paper. Thanks to the treatment, all her fur fell out, and she had to hobble around. I had to be her constant wingman. When Chloe's mom came back, Jai was over the moon. She came to the bedside of Chloe to chant and offer blessings, while I hid quietly in a corner of the living room to eavesdrop. To my surprise, it turned out that Chloe was about to leave. My feelings were a mess. It felt like a race car driver hitting a surprise downpour on the track, just frustrating. That night, Danny and Chloe had a heart-to-heart, both holding an optimistic view of the future. Chloe even hoped Danny would keep racing, while Danny had been away from the track for too long and didn't want to be a burden to Chloe. I carefully tucked in Chloe and Jai, and when Danny approached me, I took her words to heart. She didn't want Chloe to die. I stayed up all night next to Chloe, just to alert everyone if the devil tried to take her. Once Chloe's parents woke up, I finally felt safe enough for a little nap. During this time, Danny was having a blast with Chloe's parents where they plotting a food heist. Everyone wanted to ease Chloe's condition, though efforts always felt pointless. Chloe underwent another checkup, but this time her condition plummeted. It was as if she sensed my worry. I approached Chloe, and she told me she wasn't scared. She thought death was just a new beginning. She seemed to hear my heart, and I felt the same. Since she could see through the fears of life and death, I just hoped her final moments would be undisturbed. To spare her sadness, Danny found Chloe had passed the next day. She cried her heart out by the bedside, thinking, even with some mental prep, when the truth hit, all that preparation became meaningless. Chloe's funeral was like clockwork. Danny expertly dressed Jai's hair, and the whole family hopped in a car to say farewell to Chloe. I didn't follow. I stayed home to rummage through Chloe's remnants. I found her hat under the bed and put it on my head, reminiscing about the good times. Chloe's death made Jai grow up too soon. I retrieved the ball as usual, hoping Jai would briefly forget the pain through play. Unexpectedly, Jai said something that shattered my heart. I went to find Danny, only to see Jai's dad showing up, telling Danny he wanted Jai to come with him, still worrying about her. Mom jumped in trying to mediate, saying she'd like to live with her granddaughter. Naturally, Danny wasn't keen on letting go of her child. The argument escalated quickly. That even accused Danny of not caring for Chloe and causing her to miss the best treatment window. Otherwise, Chloe wouldn't have left us so soon. Danny felt it wasn't her fault and wasn't planning on giving up her daughter. The argument hit a peak when Dad pulled out an envelope. Danny opened it to find it was a lawyer's letter. Are you kidding me? I was just busy tying up my wife. You want me to be responsible for my daughter's protection? Danny, I'm sorry, this is completely different. At that moment, Dad grabbed Dana's arm and she raised her hand, shoving him away. She thought it was all over, only to have the police knock on her. The officer held an arrest warrant and took Danny away right in front of me, claiming she assaulted Chloe's father at home. Things started to change. Danny was charged with aggravated assault. If she didn't dig in her heels, this could be resolved. This case in custody battle meant Danny couldn't live with Jai for 90 days, back to grandparents. During those 90 days, I became the only friend to both Danny and Jai, knowing how much they missed each other. One day, I was at the racetrack with Danny, feeling like we were filming a movie. A red Ferrari rolled in, capturing everyone's attention. Out stepped Luca, the team manager of Ferrari. He was there to invite Danny to join the team, but first, she had to prove her skills. Danny sped around the track in the Ferrari, and honestly, that car was just drop-dead gorgeous. I was mesmerized watching her. Danny has completely passed Luca's test and gained recognition. That year, Luca invited Danny, who shared her situation. Surprisingly, Luca said he'd wait till it settled. The 90 days flew by, and Danny welcomed Jai back home, cherishing every moment with her. Soon after, the lawyer reached out to Danny again, suggesting that if she willingly surrendered her custody rights, the other party would drop their accusations against her. Otherwise, the charges could stick, and until she turned 18, she couldn't see Jai, not even get close to her. As I was making my decision, one rainy night, I was out running with Denny, and she sprinted across the street. I rushed to catch up. Denny, who even are you? Stop running. My body can't keep up.